we're so excited to be here with you. Once again, is your friend and partner, Olushola Popola, Chartered Accountant, Investment Advisor, and also a life coach. And it's a great pleasure to be hosting you on behalf of Richvision Global Alliance on this very great occasion where we showcase what we have on hand for us. And as much as possible, we are recording this session. You can watch it over again. We're going to have it on YouTube. Those of you that are on Facebook, one of my smart guys has put the link on Facebook in the group chat. So if you are not hearing us very well, you can as well go on Facebook. All right. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege to have you all here. And I'm sure I have various categories of people on the call tonight. I have so many friends from outside the country, as I can see already. You are welcome. You have to deprive yourself of the night rest and everything. And the day's work, well, we thank God. And for those of us here also, we are looking forward to a great week. And then like I said, there are different categories of persons also. People who are investors, people who want to build their first houses, people who want to really go into real estate and different things. Whichever divide you are, I tell you, by the grace of God, we have you covered, and we are going to be sharing what we have with you. So once again, we are all welcome. Somebody say you can't hear the presenter. No, I am not the one to unmute you. All right. So quickly, let me just go into the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest challenges that we've had over the period of time is this housing issue. Housing has been a very, very challenging thing for most people. And over the period of time, most of us have looked at what can we do and how can we get out of it. Economy all over the world is not changing. Things are not changing. But then the individual can change. And this is why we came together to form a body called the Richvision Global Alliance. Well, before this time, we were known as Richvision Cooperative. Let me share this my screen here. All right. So before this time, we were known as Richvision Cooperative. We were running and operating as a cooperative. And you know what cooperatives are for? To help each other, to help the people in the organization. Many persons have become multi-millionaires, achieve their dreams by being members of a cooperative. And this is what we look at. Can we replicate this process online? So because we are getting big, and the cooperative laws demands that all cooperators must be in the same environment. And because of this, we find that ours is expanding, just like we have people from the US, from Australia, from London, different parts of the world that are on this call right now. We know that we have gone beyond the local definition of a cooperative. So quickly, just to give you a little bit of highlight of the things that the cooperative does. There's this they call the budget rule, and in the budget rule, they tell you 50, 30, 20% rule, that 50% of your savings of your income should go to your needs and to your wants, to your needs. And one of the chief things in the needs of men is this thing we call rent. It's rent or mortgage. So whichever, that takes the big chunk of your income. At our normal training sessions, we always do the trainings, elaborate on this more. But this session is not to explain all of this. We can all align with it sometimes in the future. You can watch our videos and things. So based on this, what do we need to do? How do we help people in the areas of budgeting for their needs, for their wants, and saving for the future? So we came up with this initiative. Now, the Richvision organization, just as I said, popularly known as the Richvision Global Alliance. It's not a local alliance, it's a global alliance. When we say global, to the extent that even if you are in the UK, you are in the US, you need a property, as long as you are working with it within the ambit of our organization, we can get that. You look at, this is the apartment, this is what I want to do, this is where I am, this is what I want to do. The organization is going to be having representatives all over the globe that will help operators worldwide. Wow, it's a big dream. That's why we call it the rich vision. It's a vision that is very rich. And then you are keen into it. Now, the thing is, are we registered? Is it a registered organization? Yes, Richvision Global Alliance Limited is set up and officially registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission in Nigeria, with the RC number 1733-159, with the aim of helping, now look at this, with the aim of helping its members a platform they can easily access for mutual help and assistance by building a formidable network of people with common interests. Now, an organization, that's just telling you the company. But the next thing that people will ask is, who are those behind this organization? Before you start dealing with somebody, you want to know, who are those behind it? Is it something, are they people that are credible? The integrity of a company, the integrity of an organization is as good as the integrity of its owners or of its managers. And that's why here in Richvision, we have three individuals that are running at the forefront of the organization. And I'll just give a brief of them, just for you that maybe this is the first time you are coming in contact with the organization, so that you can have a view of who are the people behind the scene. And number one here, we have Mr. Obafemi Raji. He stands as the general secretary. You know, when we started operating with the cooperative model, the cooperative model, you have the president, the secretary, and the treasurer. Here, Mr. Raji, popularly known as Bishop Raj, a graduate of chemical engineering and one who loves investment, SME venturing and learning. He has an MBA, MSc, and is presently pursuing a PhD program. Started his entrepreneurial experience in 1999. After 10 years of service as one of the Nigeria's first generation bank and rising to the position of a branch manager, he resigned to pursue the dream of all successful entrepreneurs. A frantic participant in the CBN's financial inclusion drive, he has partnered with some banks and MMOs in bringing banking services to the unbanked and the underbanked within Lagos and the Ogun State metropolis. So that's somebody that has an interest in this field. Now, the next person I quickly want to show us is Mr. Kule Majekodume. Now, this man happens to be a graduate of economics from the University of Lagos with about 2.5 decades, that's 25 years of financial services in the financial industry. A career that spanned through between 1992 and 2016 across various banks such as EcoBank, now known as Polaris Bank, Liberty Bank, now known as UBA, Metropolitan Bank, also UBA PLC and Standard Trust Bank. He resigned in 2016 from the United Bank for Africa as a regional treasurer for East and Southern Africa. Kule has vast experience in domestic treasury management, liquidity management, asset and liability management, market management, risk management. He was the overall head of treasury management, Standard Trust Bank and United Bank for Africa in Uganda, that's East Africa. He was also for 5 years in retail banking, where he was a regional director for the UBA Milan Bank, now retired into private business, dedicating his time to sharing of knowledge in the financial industry. And so, ladies and gentlemen, these are the crop of people. And last but not the least, Olushola Popola, a chartered accountant, investment advisor, and life coach, is the Chief Responsibility Officer of Richvision Consultancy Limited, worked as an accountant for about 8 years with the Nigerian bottling company, the Bottlers of Coca-Cola, and was involved in the Senior Management Union, also a one-time president of the Student Union Government of the Polytechnic Ibadan, left corporate employment in 2005 to set up as an entrepreneur to fulfill his passion of impacting lives. Its driving mantra is that success is achieved and maintained by those who keep on trying. Well, it was necessary for me to show you, to read up these profiles so that you will know, who am I partnering with? Who am I partnering with? Because one question that people will always say is that, based on our experience, we've had different experiences, and I relate with you. I relate with you on that. You see people come up with different ideas, you pump in your money, and then voila, boom, it's gone in one day. But then you will note something, that with the crop of people that we have on this platform are people that, by God's grace, God helping us, are people that have a vision, they have a dream, and they know where they are going. And as many persons that want to go the ride with us, we are ready to deliver, ready to serve you and get the best for you. Now, the aspect we're talking about today is the aspect of accommodation, or what we call housing. Housing has been a very, very big challenge. In Nigeria alone, we have over 22 million housing deficit. As I speak with you, many persons, after 35 years of working, after 35 years of work, have not been able to put a roof over their head. And you retire into a rented apartment. It's not palatable. It's not a very good thing. Now, we are not talking as people that came from Mars or from Jupiter. We are talking as people that are in the country, and we experience, these are things that we are experiencing. We run different kind of programs and trainings, and we hear the kind of complaints and pains that people give. And we say, based on this, we cannot all just sit down and fold our hands and say, well, leave it to the government. You can't leave it to the government. How well has the government managed the situation for us? So we began to look, can we do something outside the box? The world belongs to people who can think. He said, as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. And so based on this, we started the cooperative. And in the cooperative, what we do basically is to look at, how can we make money? After making money, how do we multiply it? And after multiply, how do we manage it? We make money, we multiply money, and we manage it. We ensure that your little money, okay, you are, as a cooperator, as an individual, you are able to put in 10,000 in the cooperative, 50,000 naira in the cooperative. Your 50,000 naira may not be able to do any big business per se, but that 50,000 in a pool of, other hundreds of thousands of naira, it becomes material, and it can really help you to achieve a particular goal. I'm sure you are getting me. Now, based on this, we began to look at what other things should we do. We began something like credit financing. Can members come up with projects and the cooperative will finance? Can we do this? Can we buy things in bulk at discounts and sell to enjoy the economy of scale and allow participants, members, to enjoy the benefits? Ladies and gentlemen, these are not rocket science. These are just simple models. So recently, it dawned on us that housing is one major thing, because we want to be able to address a particular set of the economy. If government is not doing it, can we do it? And how can we help everyone to benefit? So this is the promise. This is what we are looking at. You saw the video that I played at the beginning. That's like, we call it a 4D. You have the 3D. Architectural work has gone very far these days. So that's a 4D, where the kind of estate that we want to go into, we want to provide. Now, we are not a real estate company. We are not into real estate. We are not into properties. As I read the profiles, you see most of us are finance oriented. So we decided to look for a company that is into property management and is big. And God helped us. We were able to find one named that goes by the name Samovic Homes and Properties. Samovic. Now you can go check them out online, and the credentials and things are there. So we had a meeting with them and said, what can we do to help our people? What can we do to work something out for our members? And a lot of things were done. We got a very big land just behind Shimawa, in Shimawa, behind the Redeemed Christian Church of God along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Behind there's an auditorium called the 3 kilometer by 3 kilometer auditorium. So just behind that place, because of the presence of the Redeemed Christian Church of God in that place, the place has blown up and it is expanding. A lot of estates are coming up there and it's wonderful. So we were at the site, which I'm going to show you the video just in some minutes. We were at the site. When we saw it, we said, okay, what can we do? What arrangements can we do to make payments easy for our members? I'm going to show you the kind of payment plan we have, but then let me just quickly go through this aspect. So we look at it that the kind of house that we want to provide, our goal in the year 2021, and that brings me to that fact that every one of us must have a goal. What is your goal for 2021? What are you targeting? What have you written down? Don't dabble into that year without a specific goal. And if you have not written one goal, then this is a goal that you can put up for yourself. Now, talking about that, this is what we are looking at. The promise, if the dream, our desire is that in each of us, each person listening to me on this call, some of you had us, some friends sent this to you, some you had it on radio, some on Facebook, on Twitter, wherever you had it from. Because you are on this call, one of the things that we have made up our mind is that every person on this call at the end of the next year, at the end of the year 2021, we want you to have at least a 4-bedroom duplex. A 4-bedroom duplex. It doesn't matter whether you are in the US or in the UK. In Nigeria, you can have an investment here that can generate money for you. And I believe you agree with me on that. Many of us in diaspora, we desire to build here. We desire to have property, but all the attempts that you have made, giving somebody money, give your brother money, give your friend money, at the end, they just send you the picture of the house. The house is not existing anywhere. But then I can tell you that working with a corporate organization, just like us, with corporate entity, we can help deliver on that. So looking at this 4-bedroom duplex house that has at least 2 car parking space, all room and suite with bedrooms and toilets, family lounge, and suite boys quarters, and very spacious master's room. You need the master's room to be spacious anyway, and a state-of-the-art kitchen. You know, that's it's not the conventional kind of kitchen that we are used to. So, and the property we're going to have different facilities in that estate. We call it the Richvision estate. In the estate, the children area will be there. We have hospitals in the a clinic in the estate. We have gym, we have swimming pools and things all in the estate there. So, and it has been designed. Our vision is that we may not be able to provide for everybody, but at least 100 persons who will be ready to go with us. 100 persons. Now, as I'm speaking now, some of you will say, oh, but I am not in Lagos. Oh, I'm in Enugu, I'm in Abuja. How do I now benefit from this? Well, I want to tell you this. Lagos or that Shimawa is precisely in Ogun State. But you know, because of the interconnectivity, most places in Ogun State now they are referred to as Lagos because they are kind of joined together. If they say where is Redeemed Camp, you say it's in Lagos. It's not in Lagos, it's in Ogun State. So that's just how it is. So what we are looking at is that any property that you have in this location, within the time of building and completion of that property can go in rentals. It may not go as much as it goes for in Lekki area. We are still going to be having properties in those areas. But for now, where we are starting with, you can get a duplex areas for up to 1 million, 1.5 million. So if you are looking at it from the investment point of view, you are looking at it as an investor, then it's a good place to invest your money. If you are looking at it as somebody who wants to be a landlord there, then it's a good place. Then, if you don't even want this axis around at all, provided you are able to work with what we'll be saying, whether you are in Usuka, you are in London, you are in any part of Nigeria. I would say if you are in London, we'll be building for you. We are not building for you in London. You just tell us your mortgage. You arrange. Once you arrive at the levels we want you to arrive, we will take over the payment of the mortgage for that house. You can go for a mortgage, get the house, and Richvision is going to pay. Did you get me? Did you hear me loud and clear? Once you are able to go with us on this plan, whether you want your house in London, in the US, in Australia, we will give you the bandwidth of the amount that we are going to pay the mortgage up to. Get a house within that area, and Richvision will pay that for you. You know, this is recorded, this is online, so it's a legal thing, whatever. But we understand what we are saying, provided you fulfill the terms and conditions. So I haven't said that. Now, what is the process? How do we want this to work? Please pay attention here now. How is it going to work? Ladies and gentlemen, over the period of time, you have labored by yourself. You have worked all by yourself. You have saved and saved and saved all by yourself. But here, what Richvision is now saying is this. We are not telling you to bring money to anybody. We are not telling you to take your money to anyone. In fact, I always say that this investment is like 100% risk-free. 100% risk-free. Now, when I say 100% risk-free, what does it mean? Oh, have I had, as an accountant, I should be prudent with my words, but when I say 100% risk-free, I'm saying this, that with a 156,000 naira savings, hear me, 156,000 naira saving, or a 306,000, or a 556,000. Now, for those of you in diaspora, you are talking of $500, $1,000, and $1,500. Saving this in your account, in the cooperative as a cooperator, you have a savings account. All cooperators have savings accounts. And by law, the standard is whichever money or whatsoever money that is kept by cooperators, we are not supposed to use that money. That money should be in the cooperator's account, such that anytime the cooperator needs the money, anytime the individual needs the money, the person can have access to the money. So please note something. What we are doing right now is that when you become part of this organization, for this house that you want to invest in, you have access to your funds. So how is it going to happen? I'm going to show you the back office. A lot of thoughts have gone under this. A lot of things has happened under it, which we may not be able to bring to the forefront even at this meeting, because we want to make it as short as possible. So now we have different categories of people based on your financial dispositions. Now, there are some of us that between now, if I tell you, can you save 156,000 naira or $500? Can you save $500 now? Some will say yes, right now, as I'm speaking to you, they can transfer into the savings account. Some can do 306,000. Some can do 556,000, depending on you. Now, nobody must have an excuse not to own a house. Ladies and gentlemen, before I even go on, let me be sure that I'm talking to the right set of people. If you know that you desire a house, completed building by 2021 December, you desire to have a completed building, whether in Nigeria or outside, a house that you can call your own, or you have one before you want an additional one, just type in the group chat, I desire it. Can you put it in the group chat? Just type, I desire it. Because everything in life starts with desire. He said, God will grant the desires of your heart. So let me see. Can you just type it in the group chat? I desire it. Do you desire a brand new home, your own house, Whether this is the second one or the third one, or you are going to use it for an investment, whatsoever it is, do you desire it? If you desire it, type it on the Facebook, on WhatsApp, wherever you are, just type, I desire it, so that we know that we are of one spirit. He said, this they began to do. If we can join our hands together, we make up our mind that this is what we want to do, we will do it together. You've tried to do it on your own. You've tried to do it by yourself. But now you are with some people, a set of people with vision that want to make sure that this dream is actually achieved. No longer will you have an abandoned project. That abandoned project, we are going to resuscitate it. We will start it again, and you will complete it. So, ladies and gentlemen, so glad I'm seeing the rest of you here dropping here in the massive numbers. That is great. Now, let's look at. Don't mind me. I'm just trying to be as fast. I'm just trying to be as fast as possible because I don't want to keep us here too long. All right. So if you don't get me now, you can play back the audio. Now, the second thing. Now, if I ask us that how many of us can afford 156,000 naira? Can you save 156,000 naira for 1 year? I'm not saying give somebody 156,000. Can you save 156,000 naira without touching it for 1 year? Can you save $500? Can you save 556,000 naira for 1 year? Please mark my word. I know what I'm talking about. Can you save? I'm not even saying, can you transfer or give somebody? Now, if you can, then number one, you are qualified, because I remember talking all the adverts that we've done, we've been saying, do you have 160,000? There are some will tell you, do you have 155,000? We are all, but this is the exact amount we're looking at, 156,000. Now, you will later choose whether you want to be in the 156,000 bracket or the 306 bracket or the 556 bracket. The second thing I want to talk to us about is the one we call leverage. Leverage is what we call the language of the rich. Leverage is something that many of us don't utilize. Leverage is something that many of us don't even understand. When you say leverage, what are you leveraging on? Let me give you this example quickly, which you will relate with. I buy an insurance policy. I take up an insurance policy. I buy a new car. Maybe the car cost me about 20 million naira. Now, this car, 20 million, I bought it on Monday. And then on Tuesday, I got to a very good insurance company and I insured the car. They underwrite the car. And after that, on Wednesday, underwriting it maybe 5%, that is like a million naira. I bought the car for what? 20 million. I insure it, comprehensive insurance. They charge me like 5% of its value. That's 1 million. So if I pay, I'm supposed to be paying 1 million naira every year. Now, on Wednesday, this car was parked outside and a trailer rammed into it. And it's not that I breached anything, just in my space and things. And the trailer damaged that vehicle. You know what? I just come, oh my God, insurance is in trouble. Because why? What I'm saying, oh, thank God, I did the insurance of this car. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when I go back to my insurance company, to the insurance company, what will happen? I show them the picture, I tell them everything that has happened. They come to investigate. What will happen? They will return me to my initial position. Is that not? They will reinstate me to my initial position. That is, they will give me or buy me another car. Now, question. Where did the insurance company get 20 million naira to buy me another car? Where? Can somebody put the response in the group chat? Where? How did they? I just bought this car. I paid my insurance on Tuesday. This car went bad on Wednesday. Now the insurance is going to pay me and give me a new car. Question, where did the insurance get the money to buy me a 20 million car again? And I've just contributed only 1 million. Does anybody have a response? Maybe somebody in insurance in here? Maybe, okay, somebody said from the leverage pool, awesome. From all that pay premium, Thank you. Leverage. Thank you very much. From the opinion of others. Thank you very much. I'm so happy most of us understand this principle. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the principle that Richvision is operating with. You don't have to sweat to do this yourself. The reason you've not been able to build is because you are trying to do it yourself. The rich man never does a lot of things himself. He leverages on the time, the energy, the money of others. Many of us don't know the principle, and we don't have maybe the right connection to be able to leverage. But what Richvision has done is that we have, as a company, we can bring people together, the rich, the poor, the middle class, whatever, we bring them together. Nobody, that's how the insurance company bring people together. You don't know who is depositing there, everybody's just there. So using the leverage on the structure created by the alliance to build your social capital that will pay for your home. Every one of us has what we call the social capital. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention. Don't be in a hurry. Out of every nonsense that is being said, there is sense. Pick the sense in this and utilize it. Because when some of us, when we hear something, oh, is it about this? Oh, I'm not interested. And your life still remains the same. But there are some of us that I know, by God's grace, God has blessed you. You are following it and you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm going to say how it's going to be beneficial for every one of, or to every one of us. So the leverage principle. Now let's look at this. This is because people have asked me, how can it work with 150,000? Now this is it. Your focus. Your focus. We have a system that we've placed on ground already. We have a system. You see, they say education is a progressive discovery of your ignorance. A lot of us are ignorant that I can work with a network of people and build myself a structure. I don't need to put all the monies that I've worked for in my life into this. So the investment package with 156,000, which is about $500. My question to you is this. Do you have 10 persons, 10 friends who can save 156,000 naira in a year? 10 friends who can save 156,000 naira in a year. Please, mind you, I've not mentioned go and look for anybody here now. I've not mentioned go and look for anybody. So because the moment some here, oh, do you have the, no, I'm not asking you to look for anyone. Don't look for anybody. No, I'm going to show you how we will work with you based on our expertise to help you on your social capital, All right, so here, the question is, in your network, among your friends, there are people you go clubbing with. You club with some people, you go to church with some people, you do different things with some people. Do you have 10 of them that can save, just like you have saved 156,000 naira in your account? Now, if you are going to be doing the 306, maybe you don't need up to 10, maybe 7. You have 7 persons with me that can put down $1,000 US. $1,000 US. Ladies and gentlemen, many of us have been involved in different things. And this is like a small thing compared to the kind of investments that you have ever gone through in your life. Now, if you are on the 556,000 naira, you may not need up to 7 friends. You may not need up to 10. All you need is just 5. Do I have 5 friends that can save anywhere in the world? Anywhere in the world, no matter where they are, can they save with me $1,500? If I have 5 people who can do that, 5, and they too, they can have 5 of their friends who can do that, you know, that gives me 25. And 5, this 25 have 5 of their friends who can do that. Do you know that you qualify for this? You've not put, and let me tell you this money is money that you still have access to. You still have access to this 556 at the end of the year. I'm going to tell you the aspects you don't have access to. So with this 556, I save it in an account. I save 556,000 in an account, and I get 5 friends who are ready to save the same amount in the account. And with these 5 friends who save, what I need them to do is for them to have 5 of their friends also who can save the same amount. And this becomes 125. And with 125, you are qualified for this 4-bedroom duplex. Is this sounding interesting? Is it sounding interesting? If it's making sense to you, can you put a 555 in the chat box? Put a 555 in the chat box. If this is making sense to you, that all you need to achieve your goal, all you need to achieve your goal, put a deposit of 156,000, 306,000, 550, and it's a one-time thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the beauty of it. It's a one-time thing. We are not saying every month, put in 556, 556. Ladies and gentlemen, by the grace of God, you have financial people on our board. And we've done the figures. We've done the figures. We've rubbed it over, turned it over to see how will this thing work. So what you can make for in money, you make for in numbers. Did you get me that? Did you get that? What you can't make for in the money, that's what you can't make for in money. Oh my God, somebody is giving the baby, maybe you are giving your child your laptop. That child is writing on the screen, please. That person, please take that gadget away from that child. Okay, let me clear this and then let me do this. Please, where is this? Sorry, please, I just want to limit people writing on the screen. Sorry. Just a minute, please, just to avoid further distraction. Shared content. Okay. All right. I think we got that in control. Okay. All right. So here we are saying that you have all you need to do, the 5 friends that you can show. And just remember something I said, I've not said go look for nobody. I've not said go look for somebody. Being poor is when 80% of your effort generates 20% of your wealth. 80% of your effort, that's what we do. Whether you are in Nigeria or outside, being wealthy is where 20% of your effort generates 80% of your income. Can you generate 20% of your effort to have your friends join you in an organization like this? Now, let's look at this. What is there? What are the things that you stand to benefit in this? How will it work for you? It's a one-time deposit according to your ability. I've shown you the various ability. Then the next thing is you use your social capital to create the funding for your home. With the structure already created by the Alliance, you quickly acquire the funding for your home. I'm going to show you the structure that we have. You can have the key to your home within 1 year. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you might not understand it. You don't need to understand everything now. But business rewards people of faith. Business, people that have faith, that's people that are rewarded in business. Poor people believe in what they see, and rich people just have the belief in faith. So here, let's look at something. How and what are you going to benefit? Now, upon that deposit of that money that you are putting in, that deposit, at the end of the year, now look at this place. I want you to look at this. Here you have 156,000 here. Out of this 156,000, 100,000 naira, 100,000 out of this 156. Okay. Here we said 100,000. Don't mind me. This is 100. This is one. 100K. And here you have 250K. I want to please follow this. This 250,000. This process is dynamic. You've not seen it anywhere. It's God inspired. Now look at this. At this place, 556. Look at this. The amount here is 500,000. Now listen to this. This is good. Now, amongst this amount here, out of this 156, at the end of a year, you still have 10% return on investment on 100,000 out of this total amount. 10%. Hear me loud and clear. 10%. Of course, what is Treasury bills giving to you today? Treasury bills is almost negative in the lowest list of its figures now. Even the bank savings is not telling where to go back. So, but here in Richvision, on your savings, this amount that we are saying you should put one time, you can get 10% on this. On this 306,000, you will get 250%. Out of this total amount, 250,000 naira out of this 306,000, you will get 10% return on investment on 250,000. And then on 556,000, on this amount, 500,000, you will get 10% return on investment. I hope we can see it. So across board, you see that the amount that you are not getting return on investment for is the 56,000 naira at the top of it, 56,249. Now, what is that 56,000 naira? What's going to happen to that? Now, the moment you make your payment today, for those of you that will make your payment tonight, by January 1, already you have secured a land for yourself. Listen to me again. When you make this payment, by January 1, you have secured a payment you have secured the land. The land is a 300 square meter land, property. 300 square meter. I'm going to show you the details. Once you make this payment, remember I said 100,000 is, you can get 100,000 return on investment of 100,000, but the 56,000 naira is used for logistics and everything to get you the plot of land on which your house will be seated. Do you understand? And if you are not going to be having a house in the estate, it will be used for other logistics in getting the location, your house in the various locations you want it to be. So that is that. Please mind you that this, I'm repeating it again, that this amount out of your total deposit, it's what? Accessible by you, and it is prone to what? Return on investment also. I think we get that. Okay, so let me clear this and go again to the chart. Wow. I think, am I still within time? Wow, okay. All right, so we said 10% return on your investment in a year. Then after, you can still earn monthly income for the rest of your life after the house has been settled. Once you are able to build a structure, you earn, there's an income from Richvision platform. There's an income that you'll be earning for the rest of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, this has not just been put together just to cajole you to do anything, but it's to bring fact to you some things that you don't know before, and you are knowing today. You have your home on the conflict-free land. You don't need to contend with Omonile. You don't need to contend with anyone. Your property is there. Now, let me quickly show you something before we wrap it up. If I'm able to do this, somebody is asking me, okay, Shola, if I'm able to put in this 556,000 or 100 and something thousand, how will you help me? How will your organization help me to build my social capital? Now, listen, please listen. This is very, very key. This is very, very key. Between now and January 9, our target is 100 housing units. 100 housing units by December 2021. That's our goal. The vision is clear. Now, but for you to be part of it, you have to make a commitment today or on or before the 9th of January. 9th of January. Now, for everyone that will make their commitment on or before 9th of January, we are going to call you for what we call a duplication training. You'll be called for a duplication training, which will be hosted at the Sheraton Hotels and Towers in Lagos. Fine. If you can come to Lagos, fine. If you can't come to Lagos, we will do a Zoom meeting for you just like this. But for those that will be in Lagos, we are going to have the duplication training for you. Now, at that training in Sheraton, it's going to be a whole day. And of course, to come with, of course, you know, the Sheraton will spoil you a little. You understand? Those of you that have, you know, it's a workshop. So in that workshop, what we will be doing, we have our professionals that will be working with you at that meeting. They will be the one talking with your social network. You are not the one to talk to anyone. What we will give you some things, a list and things to write. Yours is to provide us with that list. Ours is to do the closing for you. That is what is going to happen on the 23rd. And we will not leave that meeting until you have your own 10. If it's not 10, maybe you are until you have your 7 or until you have your 5, depending on the structure that you are building. But the first thing is this: you are the one that will provide us the list. That is the part you need to do. You provide us the list, we will screen the list, we will look at who and who can we call, we will tell you what to do, and then we do the closing for you. Is that cool? Is that cool? Now you don't need to go talk to anyone. You just wait. Professional. There are people that are good in sales and marketing. You have never done sales and marketing before, so we can't be expecting you to go do it. I'm presenting to you now. You are getting convinced based on what I'm saying. This thing is getting interesting because of what I'm saying to you. But can you repeat this same thing to somebody else? I know some of us are very good at it, but then give us the privilege to help you do the first closing. Now, that's the first one. Now, for the first people that we close for you, your 10, your 7, or your 5, then the next thing, those people have to make their own payment on or before the 9th of February. If they make their own payment on or before the 9th of February, we will call those set of people again for the duplication training on the 20th of February at Sheraton Hotel again. Now, this time again, just like what you did, what we did with you, we will do with them exactly what we've done with you. Ladies and gentlemen, is a powerful duplication model. You've never seen it like this before. And we are engaging a lot of professionals on this. Put your mind, keep your mind rest assured. Be rest assured. It is not you doing it. What we need you to do, your ability to make your saving, your ability to close your eyes and bring that money and put that money aside. Once you have been able to do that, the closing is done by our professionals. Professionals who will close the deal for you. If you are determined to have a house, if you are determined on this project, you will get it. And then we do it on the 3rd level also. By the time we are doing the 3rd level, you have either your 1,000 or your this. By the first one, the first meeting in January, we close up this. All right. The first meeting in January, we close up the 10 or 7 or 5. The second meeting in February, we close the 100, the 49, the 25. And then the meeting in March, we close the 1,000, the 343, and 125. And the beauty of it is this: all of them, nobody is giving, you are not transferring any money abroad. You still have access to your money. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure somebody is looking at this. Is fantastic. This is good. This is the schedule that we have for you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to be part of this, you've not seen it work before. You've not had it this way before. But we can assure you that we will make it happen by the grace of God. We've tried the model, we've tested it, we've checked it out, and we say this will work. But it depends on you. Can you believe it? If you believe it, we can work it together. It's no brainer. Let me quickly show you something on Richvision. Let me quickly show you something on Richvision. This is not something that we are just trying to start. This is something that we have on ground. Our cooperators are enjoying some things already. Let me show you something. And for those of you who want to know more about Richvision, after now, you can just go to the same website that I'm going to show you right now. All right. Let me do quickly because I think I can take 1 or 2 questions. Wow, somebody say you guys are creative. Somebody say I believe it's 100%. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, let me share this screen with you quickly. All right. I want to share this with you. You come and see something, a state-of-the-art innovation here. You yet to see something. let me just show you this. Let me show you this. Now, this is a website for the cooperative, for the alliance. I don't know why we're always calling it. We are so used to the cooperative because we started off as a cooperative, but now we have grown beyond the cooperative level because cooperative is limiting in the number of people. Now, if you come to this website, richvisioncoop.com, all right, when you click on this, you click on members and you click on login. When you click on this login as a member, it shows us, let me pick up this. Let me just pick up one of my accounts here. And the beauty of this thing is this. You can do this for your children. You can do it for your children. Get one for them. I get it. Now, look at on our platform. Ladies and gentlemen, you've never seen this before like this. You've never seen a cooperative like this. I'm very sure of that. We've searched all over the globe, nothing like this. Nothing. And you are part of this real dream. And it's happening in Nigeria, your own father's country. All right? Let's look at this. Look at this. This is how our dashboard looks like. This is how our dashboard looks like. This contributor contributes this way. He has a balance in his wallet. He has commissions because he refers other people to the organization. It's fantastic. Now, when you join us, this is what you're going to be seeing. Let me just show you this. If you want to get more of our operations, you have to attend our seminars because we don't want to tie people down on this. Now, look at this. Look at this. This person here, you have your wallet account. There's what you call your wallet account where you pay in your contribution, and there's an account that takes care of land. Now, let me come to this place quickly. Everything is taken care of. Everything is digital. As you are paying, the system is giving you, okay, I come to pay contributions here. When I click on pay contributions, there's something I just wanted to show you here. Now, I told you something that when you deposit your money, you will see your money. Your money is in your wallet. We're not using your money for anything. Are you there? Apart from the part of the money that we use for the purchase of the land. And maybe in the future, you say, maybe I don't want to do the land again and things. I don't want to continue. And you can make a withdrawal of your funds. If you make a withdrawal of your funds, the only thing is this. If you withdraw your funds, you forfeit the land. Do you understand? If you withdraw your funds, you forfeit the land because what qualifies you to own the land is because you are a member of the cooperative. And we refund the money for the land to you, all right? So, but I'm sure those of you on this call, we're going to be here for a very long time together, all right? So we have an app already on this. Sorry, I think the network is slow. The network is a little bit slow. Let me see if I can go on the app. We have an app already on this. Please, if you have questions, I would love if you can just drop it in the chat box. If you have questions, I would love if you drop your questions in the chat box so that we can just address them as we wrap the meeting up. Please, questions. Put your questions in the chat box. You need areas of clarification. So I'm just trying to get into one of the apps. Please drop your question in the chat box. Sorry, I'm trying to access one of the apps and share it on my phone. Okay, I think I've so let me share my phone screen with you. Let me share my phone screen with you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is fantastic, and I'm looking forward to having you as one of my neighbors in the estate, all right? want to have good neighbors, this is an opportunity for you to choose who your neighbors are. Okay, all right, these are app. If you go on Play Store, if you go on Play Store, where's Play Store here? If you go on Play Store, you click on Play Store, and then you type in Richvision. When you type in Richvision, that is the first you're going to see the Richvision Global Alliance. When you click on it, but before you go do that, you need to do your registration so that you can have access on this, all right? So that is, and all the records, your contributions, your earnings, your wallet balances. You can see there's a wallet balance. The moment you join the organization, a wallet is created for you immediately. An account is created for you where your money is being deposited. Okay, so let me quickly take the questions here. Now, as I speak on this now, there's something that I wanted to show us for those of us that maybe you've been going along with us on the Richvision platform, all right? There's something I want to show you. All right, now, there are some of us that we say, well, I don't have that money now, but can I be a member of the cooperative and buy the land also? That can I be a member of the cooperative and buy the land, enjoy the benefits? Let me quickly show you this. Because we have different categories of people here and we want everybody's interest to be represented, all right? So here, I hope you can see my screen here now. I'm going to take all the questions. Okay, now, sorry. I had to widen this. So this Richvision Global Alliance payment structure. Now look at the Richvision Global Alliance own your own plan. They said owning your home just got easier. The estate is located in a place the government considers the new prime area in Shimawa behind the RCCG New Auditorium. Now, we have two allocations, 600 square meter and 300 square meter. The 600 square meter is the full plot. The 300 square meter is the half plot. And you have opportunity of paying over 4 years. Can you imagine? Have you had it before? 4 years. That's the power of the organization. We are able to negotiate and this such that you can pay only 27,000 naira every month, which would make it about 1.3 million. If you are paying it outright, it's about 1.3. So for those of you maybe outside the country, you don't need to pay, even those of us in the country here, you don't need to wait for 1 year, 4 years. You can make the payment once. But for those of you that want to pay it gradually, you can pay 27,000 naira every month, or you pay 14,000 naira every month. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, you can buy one for your children and for your kids and things, secure for them. But for you to be able to take part in this, then you need to be a member of the cooperative. So this one is different from the housing project. This one is you that you are doing it gently, gradually, and this. But the one for the housing project is different from this. So there are two different things. I think I've answered that question that way. Okay, somebody has said, excellent presentation and very interesting model. And I'm quite convinced it will work. Thank you. I'd like to know if Richvision Estate, who own the C of O of the property, is it Richvision or the individual member who bought the property? Okay, thank you very much. Now, there's what we call the global C of O. But the survey, even after we have bought the land, the C of O, what we get is a kind of global C of O. Are you getting? There's what we call global C of O. But the survey for your own, even though Richvision will have done in conjunction with Samovic, because Samovic is the property company in charge of this. Samovic has done all the underground work, the settlement, the issue with the Omonile, the Samovic has taken So the C of O now, which is the global one, you are going to be entitled to what we call the survey. The survey will be in your name as advised by the government. Those documentation will be in your name. But because it's in the estate, then this. But if you have a land outside the Richvision estate, if the land is outside the Richvision estate, then you can get your own C of O, meet up with our condition, and we build. If you are in Abuja, you are in Kano, wherever you are, once you meet up with the conditions, show us, you have to prove that the land is actually yours, and then we can take up the building for you based on the fact that you have met up with the condition. All right. Okay, let me see which other question is there. Okay. Mr. Okay, Olufemi is saying, thank you for the presentation. Thank you, sir. Please, can we get the recorded version of this presentation? The link to it. Yes, if you are in our group chat, we are going to be sending the link to the presentation to it. All right. Oluwatoyin, more clarifications. If I withdraw my funds, I lose the ownership of the land. Does it affect someone that has paid for the land? If you are fully paid for the land, if you are fully paid for the land and we have given you the documentation of that land, I think you just owe us that favor to stay in the cooperative. We can't take your land away from you. It's your land. You've paid for it. We can't say you return this, but you owe us that. At least if the cooperative helped you to do this, you owe it to the cooperative. If I needed to put an end to the monthly contribution, but have completed the land payment, will I still lose the land? I think that's what I explained. You will still, if you have completed the land, we can't take away your land from you. But then I think you have a sense of responsibility to still be part of the organization. We're not saying pay more million. Okay, can one be part of this plan if one pays in March 2021? Yes, if you are coming in March, the only thing that we are looking at is that the first set of people that will be part of this, that we are looking at, we should complete their houses on or before December 31st. We expect those people to come in before January 9th. If you come in at any time, because the only thing is, and another thing is this, when you are coming in any other time, we can't guarantee that the price of the land will remain the same. You know, now the land, we are just moving on site and something is being built. Anytime that thing, you know, the value of land goes up and then there's something will not be the same. That's just it. How much is the registration? I think we've addressed that. And what if I don't like Shimawa Axis but prefer the island because I may want to subscribe but preferable the Lekki Epe corridors? Now, if you have the property, if you have a property, if you have a land there, we will help you build once you meet up with the condition. And of course, the Lekki Epe, we are going to be having different properties in different areas as soon as possible also. But once you meet up with the conditions, we can take up the building on your behalf. All right. Okay, if one pays in March, when is it going to get the 1,000 social network before calling? The process that we have, we continue working on that social network. Is a continuous thing. It's a continuous thing. We are not stopping it in March. We are not stopping it in March. So it's something that is continuous over a period of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, just for a quick look into that estate, let me show you because with this, so for those of you that want to start off now, what you need to do urgently is to get to the person that invited you on that group chat. Get to that group chat and get the person that sent the message, either the admin in that group chat. Get to the admin in that group chat and get them to tell them you want to start this off immediately. Alliance your own project. It's a great time with what round we've been moving on the estate land. As a matter of fact, we are standing just before a 30 a 30 acres land that is going to be owned by the Richvision Global Alliance members, where we're going to have a wonderful estate. We have the privilege of having the CEO of Samovic Homes and Properties, who we are partnering with in conjunction with other leaders and managers of the Richvision Global Alliance. I have Mr. Femi Raji, the General Secretary, and we have Eniola Aminu, the legendary himself, who is one of the top leaders. And then we have Mr. Kule Majekudumi, the treasurer of the organization, and my humble self, Olushola Popola. It's been wonderful working with you. Can you just tell our members a little bit about this wonderful property that we see?
Okay, thank you so much. I want to use this medium to say a very big thank you to you all, Richvision Global Alliance Limited. Yes. I can say that you are taking the right step in the right direction. It's not everybody that usually do things like this. It's just because of the love of your people that you have at heart. That is why you are taking a step like this. And I could say a very big thank you to you for that. You know, we have been to several places, some of our projects, and we are also at one now. As you can see, we have done the fence, and very soon we are going to, to clear the bush inside this project. We have 30 acres of land here, and we are going to partner with Richvision Global Alliance. And this place is behind the new auditorium of Redeemed Christian Church of God, 3 kilometers by 3 kilometers. Some of us that know Redeemed very well, you know that the Redeemed area, which is Shimawa, is a city on its own. And I'm very glad that you are coming at the right time, because we have other set of people on board. But I can say that our company is going to align with your vision by partnering with you. The place is available already, and I believe we are going to have a good business relationship together. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You've heard it from him, and we've made very good arrangements that the payment plan is going to be over a 4-year period, very small amounts, and you can always get back to the person that showed you this video. This is just showing you that we have big things on our hands. So people that want to have 300, that's have a plot, the 300 by 300 or 600, the full plot, we give you the details. But all you need to do is just to be a member of the Richvision Global Alliance. We've been looking forward to you having your own home. Begin to work with it. With the help of professionals, you will surely have your own home. Once again, thank you for being part of us from Richvision Global Alliance. God bless you. All right. With the help of professionals, somebody was asking the question there that what if I have my 10 and those 10 do not have their 10? With the help, even you getting your own 10 is going to be with the help of professionals. Professionals will be helping you close the business. Yours is, do you have the money? Do you have the money? Can you set it aside? Then we ask you to bring or to put up a list. That's everything we're going to be doing at the Sheraton Hotel meeting. That's what we are going to be doing. And then for those of you that are not in Lagos, we'll be organizing Zoom links, Zoom meetings. If you are if you have enough persons, we don't mind coming to that state. Maybe you have some lands that we can acquire in that place, we get it. So for those of you that you are interested, if you are interested, please, we have limited, we just want to do 100 housing units in 2021. Just 100 first. We are going to do much more later. But for now, 100. And for us to do 100, then we have to start early. So please, you have to get back to the admin that's posted in that group chat that you are. Contact the admin tonight and register your interest. And then they will give you the process of how to make your payments, how you make your payments. Now, because you are yet a member of Richvision Cooperative, you may have to pay into the Richvision account first, because until you're a member, we cannot open a savings account for you. So when you put in, we will transfer your balance into your wallet that you can see. You'll be able to see, just like the account I showed you. So the first thing is, get to the person that invited you. I know you trust that person, you know that person. Get to that person, tell the person you are ready to start, and they're going to give you the process and the procedures that you do. Ladies and gentlemen, it is possible, and we can do it together. It is true you fall into the hands of the wrong people in the past period, but I can tell you, we are ready to make this thing work for us together, and it will work. It will work. But we need to believe in ourselves. We need to trust ourselves. The environment and things may not warrant it, but you and I, look at me. By God's grace, I'm committed to your success. As much as we committed to keeping and saving our own name. And because of our own name's sake, we will defend your own interest. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to say a big thank you to all of us that have been on the call. We will put this on YouTube. And then if you go on Facebook also, you'll be able to, if you search for Olushola Popola, you'll be able to pick some of the videos there, and we put it in the group. If you are not in the group, tell the person that invited you to get you into one of our groups. We want to say thank you very much. We wish you a wonderful, beautiful night's rest and a wonderful week ahead. Next week, we are going to be having the same meeting here, next week, Sunday. So you have one or two people that you want them to be part of this meeting. Try to get them to come on Sunday. Next week, Sunday, is going to be another meet where we are going to be talking. But you want to attend our meeting on the cooperative, then we have our meeting, we have question and answer sessions on Mondays, and on Tuesdays, we have our presentation. Then on Wednesdays, we have our leadership call, our leadership meetings. Then on Thursday, we have our presentation again. Then on Saturday, we have a presentation again. Then on Sunday is dedicated for the housing project. Thank you very much. I celebrate. I wish I can call names there one by one, but time will not permit us. Thank you. Have a wonderful week. God bless you. Bye-bye.